Hi, I'm Laurie Dobson. I'm in the island of Great Cranberry. Today is December 18th, it's Friday, 2020. A week till Christmas, 2 weeks till the new year. I'm going to put my hope in the hearts of people, in the ability, the common sense of people to chart a new way for themselves, one that we aren't accustomed to in the new year. A new way where we have to find our own way, because we're not getting much help from different quarters that we've always been able to hopefully always thinking we could rely on, and finding it it's not the case. There's so much now that we have to be self-reliant upon. We have to take charge of our own media. We can't count on the media to tell us what's going on. We have a lot of people running scared, so we really can't count on the bravery of others as much as we'd like to. Can't count on meeting family, getting hugs, getting all the kind of usual things in the usual ways. We've had to find new ways to connect to our families, including not being there, for the things that we think that we can't do without, the essential things, like Christmas, like Thanksgiving. And I'm looking at these things too, and I'm coping too, like everybody else. I've been busy on island here, helping our Ladies' Aid do things that bring cheer, having a Christmas fair, making wreaths, sending things out to people, Christmas cards, trying to do all that. And I just want to say I want to be jolly and cheerful and ho, ho, ho every year, Christmas spirit, goodwill to men and mankind and men of goodwill. But there's so many people out there that are so determined not to have goodwill, or to care, or to think of others, just acting out of self-interest. I understand it, it's fear-driven, but ramping up the fear and then being at the effect of it, and then using it as an excuse not to be there for people when they're in such a desperate need, I can't understand that. And not supporting people who are brave because they're sounding a little bombastic or a little scary because they're so out there and their questions and they're wanting to know what's really going on. But I'm one of those people. And it's not easy to do that because, we want to do the old, understandable, the comfortable, the familiar. We want to have life like we knew it. But we don't. We don't have it anymore. I loved a movie that I saw recently called The Croods, and they have to find a new way. The continents are shifting, and they used to caveman life. I never saw that movie before. I love it. They had to find a new way, and they had to think with new ideas. That's what we have to do. And so while we're, doing that, we can still love people. We can still do the things that make our hearts feel good. Like Abraham Lincoln said, when I do something good, I feel good. When I do something bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. Well, I think this year, that can be our religion too. We can try our best to hang in there. And while we're doing it, not be afraid to tell the truth a little bit more. In my case, what I'm doing is I'm not gonna be okay with things that aren't okay. I just can't be okay with things that aren't okay to me. I can wear this thing if I have to. I got it here. I mean, it's ridiculous. Especially the more I learn, it's beyond belief that we are subjugating ourselves so willingly. History will show us how shameful it was, just like they did with the Germans who couldn't believe it, who had great reasons for doing what they did. No matter what your reasons are, if you're enslaving other people with your ideas of safety and you're denying them their freedom of access to their bodies, choice to their own bodies, forcing them to take a vaccine, forcing them to get a nose thing before they're allowed to go anywhere, even if they have exemptions, even whatever, just forcing people to make you feel comfortable, and you're not doing your work of looking at all the different things that you should be looking at. And I've got them on my Facebook page if you can't be bothered to research. But there's so much out there now that can help you understand a different way of looking at things, that if you can't bring yourself to do that and you're still going to police the rest of the world, then I'm sorry, you're a bully. You're just a plain old bully. There's nothing good about that. And I'm ashamed for you. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And all right, well, that's enough of that. Look, it's a sunny day after a huge storm everywhere else. I found out that my nephew in Vestal, New York had a yard of snow. We have a dusting. We hardly have any. It's kind of silly, but it's pretty. It's pretty. It's, you know, gosh, it's nearly Christmas. We've just, for anybody going home and not giving stimulus checks, not giving real help to people in dire need, if you can do something about that, can you make Christmas better for some people? Can you help? Can you do something? You know, and if I can, and you think I can do something useful, call me, write me, text me, because I think we got to work together to do this, and we can. We've done it before. We've pulled together for war efforts, and like I said, way back in February, this is a war. This is a war, and you know, everybody said, "Oh no, it's not a war." You know, don't look at it like that. It's just a virus. It's real. It was a war on a virus, but in fact, it's a war on the people who have put this virus in our lives and are profiting from it. And there are those people that are doing that. Just look into it. Do I have to tell you who they are? Do I have to spell it out for you? Be willing. Be courageous. Refuse to believe the lies that are out there, because that's what they want. They want you to go to sleep. They want you to just kind of lull yourself to sleep in your homes. Go hibernate, and they'll take your money. Thank you very much. When you wake up in the spring, you'll find there's nothing left. You know, 60% of all businesses that have closed are closed for good. And I think it's going to be higher than that. And who's going to survive the second round of this vaccine, if not the first? Who is stupid enough to take a vaccine that hasn't been tested, that has so much in the way of alarm bells going off on that thing? You know, you can't live your life hoping a vaccine will cure you and not trust your own immune system and not help it. If you're not taking vitamin D, if you're not getting your body boosted with C, if you're not taking antivirals that are good for you, then go talk to a person who really knows what they're talking about. They're down at New Morning in Kennebunkport. Give them a call. Say, hey, I heard about you guys. You know, or call some reputable, you know, place that sells healthy things. Healthy things. You know, treat yourself to lots of, you know, oranges. It's a great time of year for that. You know, you can open up some capsules of ester C and put the juice of an orange in some warm water and have that all the time. It's a great thing to do to keep yourself strong and to help you. And if you do get any kind of anything, it's good for you. It'll help you heal faster. You know, vitamin D every single day. Every single day. You got to. The weather's just requiring it at this point. And stay heart healthy, you know. Fight the good fight. Don't just give up. Don't just tell everybody you're running scared and that's the new virtue thing, right? I'm so scared. It's virtuous, right? No, it's not virtuous to be scared. What's virtuous is to look past the fear and to do the things that are loving for your community for the long term, not the short term. Because we've got to get it together. We are the ones that take care of ourselves. The government's clearly not interested. We're going to have to figure this out, and it's going to be tough. I do not look forward to this next year, but I'll be there. I'll be giving my videos. I'm going to continue it. I've had great encouragement. I'm going to be starting to call it the Beachhead. So, Laurie Dobson, the Beachhead, look for it. And thank you guys for listening this year. I appreciate it. I'll keep up. I'll keep it going. And there's so much we can do. There's so much healing. There's so much power. If we only knew what we could do, we'd do it. So let's have hope in that. Let's have some faith. All right, take care. Bye, guys.